folks, it's another Fenice. I know he's gonna correct me on the pronunciation of his username, but why not? He's done it several times before. It's episode 118, and let's get to the 3 questions, and he even has a bonus. Ooh, he has a bonus question for us. Ooh, what shall we do? But let's get to the first one. I know you don't pay much attention to The Force Awakens, this is true. But which of the 3 actors would you like to meet in real life? John Boyega? Correct me if I'm wrong. Daisy Ridley or Oscar Isaac? I've never seen any of these actors perform before, so I have no preference whatsoever to what they have done before or what they're going to be offering to Star Wars Episode 7, also known as The Force Awakens. I don't know. I can't answer that one. Sorry. Question 2. I know this is a dumb question, yet you're going to ask this anyway. But are you excited for Sonic's 25th anniversary, yes or no?
Why do you ask a question that you already know the answer to?
Dude, next year is a red letter day for Sonic fans the world over, from those that are just getting into the franchise, for those that have been around since the Dreamcast era, and for those, like myself, that have been around since June 23, 1991. Sonic the Hedgehog is a character and franchise that, although he's not having the best run of form in the modern era, let's not beat about the bush, he's kind of going through a similar slump that WWE is going through. The only difference is Sonic the Hedgehog games and Sonic Boom have better writers than Monday Night Raw. Shots fired. Now, they're supposed to be doing the big feature movie for Sonic next year because, 25th anniversary. But Sony being Sony, we know they're developing it, but not much has been talked about. It'll be a big deal next year. I just really hope that Sega do this the kind of justice that they did with Sonic's 20th, some 4 years ago. I mean, Sonic Generations, also known as SG, not to be confused with Knight Rider SG. For those that are fans and those that have watched Night Watch and my stuff in the past, you'll get it straight away. Sonic Generations was a big deal, and it was just like, Sega got it right. At long last, they found a way of meeting the old school and the new school, and it was nailed perfect. Near perfect in the middle. I think Sonic Generations could have gone a little bit longer, just this little bit longer. But yeah, long story short, totally psyched for it. Question 3. What are your thoughts on Mark Hamill reprising his role as the Joker for The Killing Joke, along with a very high chance Kevin Conroy will return as Batman for the same animated movie? Well, Mark Hamill has always been a very good interpretation of the Joker. But you see, as much as Joker has been a much beloved and colourful and whimsical character in the Batman animated series, he's got a few screws loose. Theatrics aside, really glad that he's coming back, but I'm getting the sense, like with the Arkham series, they're kind of overusing not just the character, but the actual voice actor. Don't get me wrong, I got a lot of love for Mark Hamill for what he's done as both Skywalker and as Joker, but as Joker, you can hear that his voice is slowly going. Which is why when they did the Arkham prequel with I don't even know I can't even remember clearly what they called the third Arkham game, because that was the one just before Christmas in 2011, and Troy Baker, he practically nailed Hamill's mannerisms, but it was coming from an actor, you know, trying to make the Joker sound much younger. Oh, Arkham Beginnings, that's it. You know, a much younger Joker, and it's with a much younger actor, so the vocal cords haven't been strained so much. And it's just little things. Ooh, Patsy, why are you going through all this way to make this difficult for me? This is like, I'm Batman. Job description, names in the job description. You know, old Guano Man, you're really very unoriginal. Bat Pip Smack. I'll be very surprised if that is a hashtag that gets going. Hashtag Bat Pip Smack. Oh dear. And he has a bonus question. If they do a Back to the Future prequel, oh boy. If they asked you, would you like to play a younger Dr. Emmett Brown, would you take the role or turn it down? See, this is tricky. Christopher Lloyd is, for all intents and purposes, he is Doc Emmett Brown, you know, from the way he approaches the role, the execution of his delivery and his lines. You know, the guy is a living embodiment of the classic wacky scientist. You know, I'm wacky out there, you know, very got a lot of charisma, very charismatic, can be a little bit the good kind of crazy, you know, with the eccentricities, but I'm no Christopher Lloyd. Now some people may say that's not a normal thing, but you know, normal to me is bland, boring, uninspiring, and overrated, and I'm not normal. You know, I embrace the eccentricities and the little quirks and the weirdness because it makes life a little bit more interesting. And besides, if you can't be you, then what's the point, you know? I don't know, if it was a case of they were doing a prequel animated movie, then a little bit different, because then I can find a way of just channeling the character through the voice, because you've always got the script lines in front of you. But to be able to be a younger version of Chris Lloyd, I don't know if I'd do it justice or not, because as far as character actors are concerned, there's only one Doc Brown, and he's Chris Lloyd. So if it was animated, yes. If it was live action, no. Leave that alone. Anyway, those have been your 3 questions for this week, and including a bonus question from the great and marvellous Fenice. Yes, give him praise. You know how this stick works by now. If you want to ask me a question, leave a question in the comment section, whether it's on Facebook, dynamicnight.com, or here on Facebook. Or if you'd like to leave a question at my Twitter page, do so with the Twitter link in the outro. But until again, ask again, and thank you for watching.